evening. I hope you saw the light today. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me check right quick and refresh my old Facebook page here and see if I see myself in person live on Facebook. Yeah, I do. I think I do. And just make sure that this all's turned down. And some of the things I forget to do is turn volumes down and make adjustments and get everything ready. Make sure this is turned off and the speaker's muted here so nothing can come back through the computer. What do you think of that new opening there tonight? That boy, that's some kind of wild. Man, I don't know if that's the sun shining down there or what that is, but I've never seen that one before. I was going through the titles and there it was. So we're on. I'm glad you stopped by today. It's been a couple weeks. Boy, I tell you, a lot has happened in the last couple weeks. I've had so many people ask me, maybe I shouldn't have put that picture on Facebook with my hand all bandaged up to my arm because it looked like it was real serious. It was serious, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I started having a problem with, there's a thing called Dupuytren's contractive or contraction. And Dupuytren is the name of the doctor that figured out what this was, and they came up with a treatment for it. But this ring finger on my right hand just kept going down and down and down. And I went about 2 years for that finger pulled out. I didn't have any trouble playing because I was playing with these 3 fingers, and that finger was not affected. And but then as I began to play the banjo some, this finger would hang against it. When I tried to do a roll, it was a little difficult. And so I contacted this doctor in Rome, Georgia that was a hand specialist. And he went in with a cure or a treatment. They went in the palm of my hand here with a bunch of needles. They deadened it. The first couple of shots was pretty good, but after that it did pretty good. And they break that growth that pulls that back. It's something it's like almost like another bone or something growing in there, gristle or whatever, and pulls that finger back. I didn't play piano for 2 years, and they fixed it. I've not had any problem with it. Well, this finger right here barely started doing that, but I tripped about a year ago on a concrete. I tell everybody I'm not clumsy. I'm in my 70s, but I'm still stable and can stand up. I can still put my shoes on, put my pants on standing up. No, I have to sit down. I'm not clumsy. But I fell on some concrete and jammed this finger, and it escalated that. And so I said, I'm not going to wait because I use this finger. It got where some of the chords was it's hard to make. I couldn't do that stretch. And so anyway, they done the same thing. This time it was more painful. There was more involved in more shots and more needles, and it really hurt. He made me jump a time or two, but he straightened that finger back out, and it's working fine. The next day I was playing guitar. But that was the thing with the finger and the surgery thing. Thank God and the doctor. Thank the doctor and thank God for showing him what to do. And it seems like I've still got the arthritis thing, but that's part of growing old. Somebody said I wasn't old. I said I was a mere child, about 76 in about a month. But anyway, we've been out and about. We've been off with the grandkids. Last week, Tuesday, where was we at last Tuesday? I think we might have been in an RV somewhere. I didn't have any phone service or anything on Tuesday night. And then the week before that, we was gone. And the week before that, we was over in the mountains of North Carolina. And Donna, baby daughter, and her kids, and my kid wife. Somebody said, did she get on a tube and tube down the creek? I said, yes, she did, more than once. And they had a ball, but it was a good time. We've had some good times, and a lot of things going. Got a new mixer. I bought 4 mixers this year, looking for certain features and certain things that I want, and and I hope I've landed on it this time, because I spent a ton of money and to buy this one. And my brother said, they said this should do me the rest of my touring days, and that's for sure. But it sounds real good in here. Hope it does out there. It's got a real natural sound to it. Let's see what I can play. We'll try this here little tune right here. Who am I that a king would bleed and die for me? It's a great old Rusty Goodman song. Let me see who's on the channel tonight. Ronald Ray Snyder, how's it going, my friend? It's good to see you, bud. Been a long time. I need to get down and see you folks. Y'all way down there in the country. I'll be coming through there. Ronald Ray, I'm going to be, let you know, on the what did I have to get the date and tell you? We're going to be in Augusta, Georgia, on a Tuesday night. Sometime this month. I believe it's the last Tuesday in this month. I have to get the date to be sure. Ronald, it won't be too far for you, so maybe you and some of those folks can come over on that Tuesday night, and we're going to be doing a concert at Bible Fellowship Church with Brother Randy Bird, the Bird family, and that'll be good. Let's see who else on here on the comments. Well, there's old Neil Pope. Hey, buddy. I got my mixer, Neil. They back ordered it from the company I was going to buy it for. That was going to give me a little discount, and everybody's at Sweetwater was out of it. Z-Zounds, every music store in the world was out of this mixer because it was just introduced last. That right there, it was just introduced or released April of this year, just 2 months ago, and every one of the first round batch that went out disappeared quickly. And I found this one in California. I didn't get a discount; I had to pay full price for it, but I didn't want to wait till November. Let me get my thing back right here. I think that's where it was at. But I didn't want to wait till November. But anyway, I did get the mixer, Neil. That Neil Pope bought my. He sings and does some things in gospel music that he needed a good mixer, so he bought a Mackie that was brand new, and I hope he's enjoying it. And but I got it there. But Neil Pope, I'm glad you're with us tonight. You always stop by. Appreciate you being a faithful viewer to White Harvest TV. Let me get back to my page here and see who all's on the. Says 4 comments. There's Neil Pope, Ronald Ray Snyder, Papa Joe Salter. Now right there is Mr. Faithful. Papa Joe watches, and sometimes he gets out his old guitar. I'm going to get your guitar tuned up, get your tuner on there, Papa Joe, because I'm going to play Goodbye World, Goodbye a little bit. Now I got these fingers stretching again. But I'm loving the one I got for you. I'm glad you do, buddy. It's a great mixer. And Terry Willett, I hope you're doing well, buddy. And sounds great. I'm only 20 minutes from Augusta. That'll be good. I'll give you before next week or so. I'll give the address and the exact date on that Tuesday night. But I know it's the last Tuesday in August that will be at Bible Fellowship Church there in Augusta, Georgia. All right, let me. Get back to hey Dempsey Howard, how's my stream coming through, buddy? I guess it's working, ain't it? Dempsey Howard. If any of you guys, any of you folks out there, any of my pastor friends, anybody has any need for any kind of streaming, like we do here, or for your church or whatever, or organization, or if you need any computer, if you need some junk cleaned off your computer. Or if things are not working, go online on Facebook right here where you're at now and type in your search for Dempsey Howard, D-E-M-P-S-E-Y, Dempsey Howard. Get in touch with Dempsey. He's the man. He's the smartest computer guy I know. He figures out stuff when most people can't figure out where they're at. And he handles with Southern Digital. I can never think of the name of his full company name, but I just know Dempsey Howard does our streaming. We're coming to you tonight thankful to Dempsey Howard. So look him up. And if you got some computer work you need, if you need a website, he builds websites, anything computer related, streaming. He can put your church off of just Facebook where they might drop you off and put you on a real streaming device. We're streaming all over the world through White Harvest. That's the reason this is called White Harvest TV. Our website, one of our websites, our name is whiteharvest.org. Our ministry is White Harvest Ministries. And so this is not just being streamed on Facebook. It's going across, and anybody that runs across this anywhere in the world, they can watch this program. So get in touch with Dempsey. He'll do you good. What can I play here? How about put a little Ronnie Henson on you right here? Forgot where I was at. You can tell I ain't played this one in a while. That's where it goes. Lighthouse. It goes something like that. I hadn't played it so long. Had something else running through my mind, and while I was playing there, and I forgot where that chord went. Neil, if you're still watching, let me know. I've got the box to that brand new mixer that I sold you. Had only been used twice. It was brand new in the box, and I've got the box in our warehouse up here. If you decide you want it, the box for it, I'll bring it to you the next time I come up to Donald's. If you don't want it, I'll throw it in the trash. But let me know if you want the original box it came in, because I still have it. But I'm glad I can stretch it. Let's just do a little bit of it right here. That does take some finger stretching to play that song. Papa Joe, I'm going to learn this for you. That's a hard song to play, but I'm gonna learn it just for you, buddy. Cause you always, I'd like to hear Bells of St. Mary. That's. I need a track for it. Well, I didn't wear a long sleeve shirt this evening. I just come in here with the old t-shirt I had on. And I brought a sweat rag because I knew this arm gets to sweating on the guitar. And well, let me see if there's anybody else on here. And we're going to get out of here. It's about, we done gone a little over 30. Usually do about 30 minutes. And let's see. Andy McDowell. Bud, I'll set you a link on that, whatchamacallit, that Camping World. They run a deal on some freshwater plumbing and stuff, some deals online. And sounds great, Charlie. The mix is right. Well, that's coming from a guy that ought to know. That's my cousin, Tom Clay. Tom's a good musician. He's a great bass player, and he's played professionally around his home there in North Carolina for many, many years. And that's a good compliment coming from you, Tom. If it sounds good to you, it makes me feel good. Sherry Smith, hello to you. I hadn't heard from you in a while. See you on Facebook every now and then. Rick Wiggins and Corky Addison. But I suppose you're still pastoring down in Wheatdown, Alabama, I guess. I hadn't talked to you in a long time. I hope you're doing well. I guess you've kind of cut out some of that insurance work, some of that hard work you're doing. Pastor Wayne Parks, how you doing, buddy? I wanted to get down to Sarasota, Florida, to the Full Gospel Fellowship that we've been part of for years, and our ministry is affiliated with the fellowship out of Dallas, Texas, and they had their annual conference in July down in Sarasota, Florida. And I really wanted to get down there this year to the annual meeting, but as it worked out, we were out of town 2 or 3 days before that, around 4th of July. And then the next week, I'm sorry to say, but I had reservations at Chet Atkins Appreciation Society. And so I went to Nashville, Tennessee to the Chet Society. That's not as important as our ministry. That was just something thrown in extra. But I did go to the Chet convention, and it was a good time there. And I recorded a song this afternoon, tested this out a little bit, and I will play it for you because I play it on acoustic guitar, and I don't get tired of playing this song. But let me say to everyone that's listening and watching tonight, I always appreciate you stopping by, see what's going on. Linda and I have been doing what we do a long time off. This is my 63rd year. My mom and daddy started a singing group in 1960. Randy Bird and I were talking about this yesterday, I guess. My daddy played for or sang with Darvin Bird and the Bird family in 1959. And I think Randy Bird was about 12 years old, and I must have been about 14, maybe. I might have been 15, I don't know, but I was right around 14 with the Bird family for a while. I was playing mandolin, and little 12-year-old Randy Bird was playing the fiddle like he played all his life. Boy, a 12-year-old could play a fiddle. Still can. But I've known Randy Bird that we're going to be with there in Augusta. I've known him for so many years. But shortly after that, my mom and daddy sitting there at home, got singing on the couch, and next thing I know, we was on radio, and then just me and mom and daddy and 2 guitars, and then my brother Verge, he found a bass guitar somewhere. I remember he used to stand in the living room and play with the record player and learn how to play bass. He put records on these gospel singers or whatever, and he found the key, and it done him well. But traveled with my family, and then of course the Windy Bagwell Sunlight Days twice, and then the Charlie Beaton Bow Singers back with Virgil and all that. And then in 1991, it was actually 1990, when the Lord spoke a clear word to me of prophecy about the ministry and what it was to be. And so Linda and I have been out there since 1991 in full-time ministry. And now I'm not going to say I did it my way. I'm just going to say I did it the hard way, it seems like, on the road. It was good. I had really, God blessed us, but I tell you what, it's tiring to be out there week after week. And we're at the point that we don't anymore because we can't do what we should. I told a friend of mine yesterday that the hard part about getting old is your brain wants to do things and your body won't cooperate with your brain. But but we're still doing what we do, and we're looking forward to this fall to ministering to some people, blessing some people with music, and a lot of people have a lot of problems. And the Word of God, there's nothing will take the place of the inspired Word of God. The Scriptures are so important, but music is a gift that God has given us. It can bring comfort. It can bring joy. People can fall under conviction by hearing a song about Jesus. And the music can't save them. Only God, only the Son of God, the Christ Himself, is our Savior. And we're not saved by music, but we can sure get joy out of it. Pastor Bird said yesterday, he was talking about music and said, you know, it brings joy, and joy is our strength. The joy of the Lord is our strength. And when we hear a song and it touches our heart, it can lift us up, it can build us up. And I know there was a king that was the first king that was appointed to Israel that had a real bad problem of not doing what God had wanted him to do. And an evil spirit come upon King Saul. And Saul asked, he said, that's his workers, his men there. He said, find somebody that can play some music. And it's a longer story than what I'm saying because it's a lot more involved. But they sought out David, a shepherd boy. And they brought David unto him. And David played the harp. And the Bible said that evil spirits left him and he was calmed. And one day I'm going to ask David when I see him. I'm going to say, David, what in the world did you play that day for Saul? I'd like to know that song because there's a lot of people that have a lot of problems. They have a lot of spirits. They have a lot of things that just not good thoughts. And a good song about the love of God and how God can deliver us, and the deliverance and all these things about we sing about, the power in the blood and things like this. These things can mean a lot, and so does this song. This song minister to your spirit tonight. Through everything we go through, it's still there. Hey, see you all in a day or two. God bless you. Love you. Through it all. Hey, take care of it.